All right, good morning, everybody. QBERT here. It is 8:20 in the morning, so I'm going over these things before the market opens, before these packs come out for the legends. We got 3 legends coming today: Aeneas Williams, Tony Gonzalez, and Howie Long for the limited time. We're going to go over Aeneas Williams first, and this is going to be number 3 out of the 3. Bottom. I don't see this card being that desirable. I don't see it having longevity. And I don't see it affecting the market. 87 speed, 88 acceleration, 88 agility, 88 jumping, 90 play recognition, 89 man coverage, 89 zone coverage, 87 press. So just on face value right there, just on those stats, 5'11". There's what, 190, even though he's a 91. So I haven't digged in a little bit deeper, but this is what people are going to look at, and this is what's going to affect the market. Don't see it happening. So we'll go over that in a few minutes, but let's just go to the next one right now, and that's going to be Tony Gonzalez. 6'5". That's a big factor. 80 speed, 76 strength, and here comes the 90s. You got 92 in catching, 90 in CIT, 90 in spectacular catch, 91 in SRR, 87 in MRR, and 75 in run block. This is going to affect the market. This is a good card. It's going to be comparable to the other 91s. It's going to affect the market. I'm going to get into that in a few minutes. And then we're going to go to the limited time. This is going to be the winner today. If you pull packs today, this is the one you want. This is bar none the one you want. This card is going to have longevity. This card is going to go for the most. He's 92 overall. It is expected. And it's also going to affect the market the most. And I'm going to get into that. But 82 acceleration, 78 speed, 89 strength. And then you got 4 90s, 90 in tackling, 90 in play recognition, 92 in block shedding, 92 in power moves, 85 in finesse moves. This is a card you could use on your team for 6 to 8 weeks and not even worry about it. So you won't have to worry about replacing it. The problem is I think this card's going to come out at an extremely high amount. So I think the play here is it's going to affect the market the most. So my thing is if everybody's going after this card, go after the lower cards and be like the Marshalls, get last year's stuff at a discount price. So let's get into the comparisons. And let me go to, we're going to start off with Aeneas Williams. I'm going to compare him to Chris Harris. And the reason is because Champ Bailey's still a god. Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Rhodes, you can power up. They're still great. So I just don't see him touching those. But Chris Harris, I don't even see him touching him. Now, Chris Harris is going for 344, which I'll show you in a second. But, really, Chris Harris has 4 90s just on the initial stats. And Aeneas Williams has none. Chris Harris is going for 344. Aeneas Williams, he might come out higher than Chris Harris as far as price, but he won't end up higher. Within a week, maybe 3 or 4 days, this is going to be, Aeneas Williams will be a 250 card, maybe even drop to 200. I think stay away from this card 100%. 100%. So next we're going to go to tight end and do a comparison there. And let's go to, and what we're going to do is on tight end with Tony Gonzalez, we're going to compare him to, I think, Travis Kelce. Now, real quick, DELANIE Walker, this card's already been affected. He's at 210 right there. That is a good deal. I don't think he's going to affect Kelce. He might affect Kelce. And Greg Olsen, because of Greg Olsen's speed, I don't know if he's going to affect him, but maybe he goes down to 390. I still think that DELANIE Walker is going to be the one, but I'm going to compare him to Travis Kelce. And we're going to go like this. And so you have Kelce, 82, 80, and then I'm not going to go over everything, but Travis Kelce has 190 on the initial stats compared to 4 90s for Tony Gonzalez. So, you know, Tony Gonzalez is better, is 100% better. He's going to come in. I think he's going to be a 400K card, maybe 500K, depending on how many people pull packs today and are able to put together sets. But Tony Gonzalez is definitely a good card. He's comparable with everything else out there. So where I think he's going to affect, so you know, if we go to the, we're going to call it the Marshalls concept, is, you know, if Tony Gonzalez is going to affect the market and you can get Delanie Walker for 175, 180, what's going to happen, I would get Delanie Walker, but it's going to also affect Jordan Reed. Because if you can get Delanie Walker for 200, why are you going to buy Jordan Reed for 200? And he's at 187 right now. I think that this thing drops to 150K today. This might be the buy, and Delanie Walker's going to be the buy. So he's going to affect the market. You're going to see some good buys. I just want to look at 86, 87, see if there's anything that might be touched there. You know, you might see this Delanie Walker go under 50, which would only give you a better advantage, because then you can use them for the power up for the if you know the other one goes down to 180, now for 230 you're able to power them up with just training points. So I think that's going to be affected 100%. And the last one is going to be right end, and what we're going to do is we're going to compare Howie Long to the Bruce Smith. This one is definitely going to be affected if people pull packs and put together sets, or people that have Bruce Smith are pulling Howie Long. It all depends on how many go out there. But even at 213, this is a good buy. And let's pull up Long right here. Nope, sorry. So Long's right there. And if we compare, you know, you got 190 for Bruce Smith and you got 4 90s for Howie Long. So again, best card by far. It's going to affect the market. It's going to affect Bruce Smith, but we need for it to affect it, we need more Bruce Smiths out there. And if that happens, you might see him in that 170, 175 range. But there's only 3 Bruce Smiths out there right now. So let's go to 88, 89. This is where you're going to see it affected, and it's already started. You're going to see Mike Daniels drop to 80K today. 80K. He's definitely, these heavyweights, they're good cards. They're just slow, but their other stats are good. And then Jarrell Casey. The good thing with Jarrell Casey, he's a power-up card, but he is slow. Let me just go to just show you where he's at 67 speed. So that's a big factor, but he's got 2 90s, and if you power him up, you're going to get a 90 block shedding and play recognition. I don't know if that goes up to 90 with the power up, but it might. So this might be the buy today. If he drops to 150, it's a buy. These other ones, Aaron Donald, he's not going to affect. Jabal Sheard, don't know. He's going to affect him, but I don't know how much. So, you know, this is going to be, and let's just go to 86, 87. You know, Everson Griffin, you might see this one drop down to, I've already bought one for 50, because people will be pulling packs. You might see this thing at 50. It is a buy. It'll go back up to 60, 65 on Monday or Tuesday. So Everson Griffin would definitely be a buy. Chris Jones, you know, because of the training points, I don't see him going much lower than 66. He might go to 60 for an 87, which is pretty good. But that's what I see today. There is going to be some opportunity in tight end and right end. I don't see much opportunity in cornerback. And let's see, you know, if you're pulling packs, hopefully you get Howie Long. That's the one you want today. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. And until next time, QBERT out. All the best.